Hey everybody. So it's late. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Baby girl is in for the night, and I wanted to make a video that I feel like will help me, like when I look back on it, and may help other women out there. So I'm just gonna jump right in because you can already tell what this video is gonna be about by the title. Um, so when I found out I was pregnant, the first thing I knew was that I was keeping my baby. I didn't care what her dad had to say. I didn't care what anybody had to say. I just knew that I was keeping my baby. And I knew that's all I knew, honestly, as a matter of fact, was that I wanted him or her. And a lot was going on behind the scenes that I didn't know about that came to light after I had my baby, but I just knew I was keeping my daughter. And once it really settled in, like, okay, I'm having a baby, because when I found out I was pregnant, I was 8 weeks and 6 days. So no, or 6 weekend. I was almost 2 months, or I was over 2 months. It was something like that. But I knew that. So yeah, once it settled in, like, okay, you're having a baby, I began to struggle mentally because I was having a baby in a circumstance that I didn't want to. I always figured that I wouldn't have a baby in. And being a single mom is something that I never wanted to be. I never wanted to be that. And because my mom was a single mom, my aunts were single mothers, I have friends who are single mothers, I have cousins who are single mothers, and I just knew that, not that they're not out there doing their thing, because they are, but I just never wanted that for me. And when I met my daughter's dad, I just was like, oh no, I'm gonna be good. And that it just didn't turn out that way. And I learned a lot. I always wondered why people may be together, even though when I got pregnant, we weren't in a relationship. We were working on it, but we weren't in a relationship. But I kind of learned why people who basically, when you have a baby with somebody, I realize that you see them in a different light when you have a baby with them. Like, people's character can shift in a way that is a bit unpleasant when you have a baby with them. And even my character, in his eyes, I changed and became a person that he didn't really like. And I'm not here, it's not about him, but it's about how all that made me feel. So when I realized that, like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this on my own, I began to panic. I went through a slight depression. I began to panic, and I was afraid. And on top of that, she was born 16 weeks early. On top of that, she, we had our days in the NICU. On top of that, I was working 2 jobs. On top of that, I'm just trying to, keep my mental health in check, whereas my mind took off running, and it's a scary thing when your mind becomes a scary place. I wanted to just talk about my experience in the past month being not only a first-time mom, but a single mom. And it's been difficult. It's been hard. Like, there were days where I've had to call out of work because I had no childcare. I've had instances where I've had to really just only focus on the baby, and I've had my moments of, like, God, like, maybe I shouldn't have kept her because, you know, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. And it's not about me anymore. It's not about, I can't just up and go get my nails done. I just can't up and go to the mall. Just can't up and do this and do that. Like, no, if someone invites me out, no, I can't go because I have no one to watch my baby. And it's like, I've become that person. Whereas I didn't want that. And so I had this moment of like, I started to mourn the loss of a dream. And because it's like, I'm not married. I'm not living in my dream home, driving my dream car, with the kids and the husband and the white picket fence and the dog and the great neighborhood. Like, I don't have any of that. And I went through a moment of like, I'm not going to get it because it's like, I already had the baby. My mind was telling me like, all hope is lost. You had this baby. You're not with her dad. Though you love him, it just didn't work out. And then secrets started coming out. And it was just like I was blindsided. And then one thing about me is that I always hold myself accountable. I'm big on accountability. And it's like, you had so many opportunities to walk away and you didn't. And now you're in a situation that you don't want to be in. And I became really negative towards myself. And I became my own worst enemy. And I started to be very angry with myself and very angry with God. And I was very angry with other people. And it just became to the point to where I was just like, well, bitch, I was like a blazing bitch walking around. And this started off while I was pregnant. And then it just got worse after I had her and she was in the hospital. And it was hard. And when she came home, I remember she had been home for like 4 days. And I was in my bedroom and I don't remember why she was crying. And I sat there and cried with her because I didn't know why she was crying. And I was really upset about what was going on with me mentally. And I sat there and I cried with my baby. And that's when I knew, like, how's my nose running? I can't live like this. I can't live like this. And then her dad said to me one day during an argument at that, like, sometimes you need to learn how to accept things for what they are and take it for what it is. And I had remembered that in that moment. I'm sitting there crying with my baby and I had remembered that. And I was just like, for once, like, he's right. What can I do to change everything that happened from this day forward and back? Nothing. I can't go back. Nothing. And I have God has given me the one gift that I've always prayed for. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I've always wanted to be a mom. That I become a mom in a situation that I would have liked it? No. Not by a long shot. But if I continue to mourn and grieve over the life that I haven't lived, who's to say I'm not gonna get it? I'm telling myself that the jig is up, but it's not. I gotta raise this child, but I'm not in a situation that I want to be in. Who's to say you're not gonna get that dream you dream of every day? Who's to say that? And I do everything for my daughter, and I have learned that it's better to enjoy the moment. My daughter fought so hard to be here. I would be doing her such an injustice by not celebrating her every single day, and by focusing on things that I cannot change. So that's what I was battling with when she first got home, and while I was pregnant. Um, and with the new year starting, I just want to be so much better. Um, these days, I've gotten a lot better with that. I've kind of just, you know, I've made it so that way it's like I'm more present. I'm more in the moment and not in my head. Um, God's timing is perfect even when I'm not, and everything happens for a reason. I believe that nothing is by coincidence. So that's what I was battling with. And these days, I've just learned to, like I said, be in the moment, be present. I have a beautiful, beautiful daughter that is just continuing to thrive every single day. My 1 pound, 4 ounce baby is now almost 7 pounds. And she's still a little bitty thing, but she is mighty. And, you know, she loves being with her mommy. And it's like, that's the best feeling in the world. It's like this little girl looks at me like I'm a superstar, Her dad is getting to know her. I love that my family is getting to know her. My friends are getting to know her. And she's so loved, this little girl. And right now, that's all I can ask for and be thankful for. And as far as the life I want to live, who's to say that I have to give up on that dream? Because I don't. And you don't. If you're struggling with that, you don't have to give up on your dream. So yeah, being a first-time mom, I'm learning a lot. I'm lucky enough to have my mom I can ask questions. I do ask a lot of questions when I go to every single appointment. I try to leave with asking a question. As you can see back there, I have my calendars to get with her appointments and things and her medications. I try my best to. I'm fortunate to have people who reach out to me. It's just nice to have people to know people are thinking of you. But if you are out there, you may not have that support. I would love to be that support for you. My Instagram is down right now, but if you look in the description box, you'll see my personal email. You can email me, and I would love to be that support for you. I would love to be that person to check on you and make sure you're okay, because just that one phone call made me so happy because, this person took time out there to check on me and my baby. And then my daughter's dad's mom is really, really a great support as well. But it's like, for my first month of being a single new mom, my mental health has took a turn for the worse, but we're reeling her back in. And I've just been, oh my God, and I've then zoomed in on self-care. So smelling good, feeling good, and looking good. Keeping my hair done. I had let myself go so bad, you guys. So keeping my hair done, doing my makeup. I love perfumes now. So, I love, just looking at my perfumes, and perfumes make me happy. YouTube makes me happy. Cleaning my apartment makes me happy. Journaling makes me happy. Kissing on my baby makes me happy. Hugging my baby makes me happy. Singing little songs I sing with her makes me happy. So just doing things that make me happy. Doing just little things. Doing things. When I get in the kitchen, I can't cook, y'all. But when I go in that kitchen and I make a meal and it comes out decent, that makes me happy. Little things like that make me happy, that bring me joy. I tell myself two major things lately. One, a good mommy is a happy mommy. And two, I don't have to tolerate nor put up with anybody who I feel does not treat me the way I want to be treated. Those are the two things. Oh, the third thing is something that my mom has been telling me for years now. Your glass is always half full, never half empty. Those are three things that have been getting me through and getting me by this past month of me being a single full-time new mom. And when I make mistakes, okay. If I make her bottle too hot, it's okay. Sometimes I'm up at 2 a.m. cleaning bottles, so I let the bottle thing fill up with dirty bottles. It's okay. It's okay. It's not to the end of the world. I'm not a bad mom. Every day I get up and I just give my daughter my best every day. And that's all I can do. Until I start to get the hang of it some more. You know, I may be in a different place once, you know, a year from now. You know, who knows where I'm going to be? Or a month from now, who knows where I'm going to be? But I get up every day and I give my daughter all I got. So as of today, mentally, I'm doing a lot better. It's okay to love myself more than I love somebody else. I'm learning that it's okay to struggle a little bit. That's been my experience for the past month, being a new single mom. I'm gonna probably update you guys in a couple more, with this type of video in a couple of months. But I've already made my goals for 2023. I'm excited for the new year. I've also learned to have a routine, as in like stay ahead of her. So pre-make the bottles, pre-make the milk. Next to my bed, I do have like a diaper station. So I have diapers, wipes, creams, lotions, bibs, burp cloths, anything I can quick grab at night. I do have that next to my bed. I just always try my best to stay one step ahead of the baby. One step ahead. And I've learned to just give myself some grace. One of her medicines, she has to get at 2 a.m. I have alarm set. At 2 a.m. I'm up, make the medicine, change her diaper. If she's hungry, feed her. I have a bottle already made. I've just been, you know, learning her schedule. This has been my experience so far being a new single mom. I'm excited to see what the future holds and how I grow with this new role of being a mommy. I'm really excited. If you guys have any mommy tips, leave them down in the comments so I can, you know, have some more tips underneath my belt. But yeah, I hope this video does help someone the way, you know, with these revelations that I've had, how they've helped me. I really hope that they help somebody. So if you know somebody who may be struggling as a new mom, pass this video along. I know that when I announced that I was a NICU mom, someone passed on my Instagram to someone who had a baby in the NICU at that moment. So like, you know, share it, you know, share this information with somebody if you feel like it may help that person. That's pretty much all I got. I'm gonna go get me some ice cream and edit and check on the baby. But yeah, I love you guys so much. And I can't wait for you guys to meet the baby, which will be in 2023. So yeah, and I wanna probably get some mommy videos done. I have to figure out what ones I wanna do, but yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you guys have a great night, and I love you all to absolute pieces. And I'm so happy that you all 3,000 of you have stuck with me through this process and through me dipping in and out on y'all. I really appreciate that. So I love you guys to absolute pieces, and I will see you on the next one.